and I work for the New Yorker and lots of other publications, and also Haps News. So every weekday I live draw something in the news or something in the culture or something that I'm thinking about, or just doodling sometimes and talking with you guys every weekday at 6 o'clock on the East Coast. So let's see if I've got any people here. Hi, Rita from Tampa. Everything's down in Tampa. We got a lot of snow here. We're getting it, getting hit here in New York. But it is winter, so let me start drawing. Turn this around and start drawing. If you're new to Haps, it's a really interesting app, and it's for journalists and musicians and painters and chefs and what else? People that just like to broadcast. It is. Are you going to say, Rita? Is it chilly? It is chi. You sort of stopped. Anyway, so if you're new to Haps, it's so easy to get it on your phone. Download the app on your phone, and start broadcasting, or follow people that do broadcast all over the world. Haps is all over the world, and you can follow me and get notifications of when I'm going to be live, and you can also give me awards, give people that you enjoy watching, give them awards during the broadcast, and you can also sponsor us, which is really great. So thank you for being here today. Hi, Pablo from LA. So let me turn this around and start drawing. As I've said, I've been a cartoonist all my life, really, but I like to draw stuff that's in the news. Let's see, how's that? Make sure you get the nice vantage point. Pretty good. This is one of my messy palettes. This is the ink that I use. This is an ink block for washes. I'm doing a black wash, and I don't have anything of any pencil lines on here today. Sometimes I do that. I just want to go straight to the drawing, and you can watch me try to figure it out. Sometimes I make mistakes, which is always fun for people to see. I think mistakes are part of it all. That's the light. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting time for me because I'm a cartoonist for the New Yorker, which often is not political but cultural. And see, I'm not sure I like this pen. It didn't come out quite right. Let me try the other side. This pen might be more reliable. This is an old reliable. This one, she says, it doesn't work. What's wrong? Maybe it's my ink that's the problem. There's enough ink in there. There we go. But I also do political cartoons, and I publish them on a site called Medium. And it's been a really interesting 4 years. And a lot of the drawing that I've been doing is reactive. To the Trump administration, and and also sort of my anger at what was going on. And now, I mean, there's plenty of politics, but it's a different kind of drawing. I did do 2 political cartoons this morning for the New Yorker, waiting to see if they're going to pick them up. But not real happy with this, but it's a drawing of Statue of Liberty, not holding up her beacon, and I have an idea for this. You'll see what it is in a minute. So trying to draw political cartoons that, for me, that are more about policy, more about things that are going on instead of reacting um, emotionally to really difficult policies, difficult statements, difficult attitudes, racist, misogynist, homophobic president. So I thought I would do something about the snow today because it's really snowing in New York. It's quiet when it snows, as you know, if you guys have ever lived in snow. It gets very still, and I feel like Lady Liberty is probably appreciative of that with all the drama that's been going on. And right now, at the White House, um, uh, there are Republicans and Democrats, 10 Republicans and Joe Biden and Harris and whoever else, I guess Democrats are there, trying to come to bipartisan agreement on increasing the COVID assistance to people. And they may not reach an agreement, but they might. So stuff's going on, but it's quiet. And so I thought I would have Lady Liberty saying something like this. Oops, that should be real. I'll fix that with Photoshop. I'm using watercolor paper, which is a little bumpy. And this is a dip pen, a Hunt 107. One of the cartoons I did this morning, waiting for the New Yorker to decide on, is a political cartoon with snow, but it's a bit more pointed. And I wish I could draw it for you, but I can't because if they buy it, then they won't buy it if I publish it someplace else. So that's the problem I have sometimes. I submit stuff to the New Yorker every day, usually in the morning, and they have a daily cartoon, and this was submitted for the daily cartoon, and they didn't take it for the daily, but they might take it for the print issue. So that's a little cartoon minutia for you. And this is not really what the bottom of the Statue of Liberty looks like, but if you've ever been there, there's like a whole little island that goes with her. Let me do some painting. Let's see if anybody's there. Anybody there? Fox and Hound. So if you're traveling 80 miles per hour, how long will it take you to go 80 miles? Hello from St. Petersburg. Another Florida person. Good to see you again. We talked about St. Petersburg, Russia recently. Seeing snowstorm from LA is so fun. Yeah, you bet. Well, hopefully the weather in LA is better than you. Wasn't it cold and rainy there, or cold and dark there, Pablo? And another thing I was thinking about drawing about was the coup in Myanmar, but I couldn't come up with anything. Piece of hair on there. I like my drawings to be loose, and not. I'm unlike other political cartoonists. They're very controlled. It's their style. This is my style. A little more water on there. I learned to draw by tracing the cartoons of a man named James Thurber. If anybody are familiar with him, very, very loose. He was a New Yorker cartoonist. And I sort of like the way this has some different tones in it, this green. maybe a little too much brown there. What else is going on in the news? Trump his lawyers for the impeachment trial, they quit because they wouldn't go along with using his defense as being something to do with the election being stolen. They wouldn't agree to that. And so he's got some new lawyers, one of whom thinks that Epstein, is it Brian, his first name, was murdered, and the other thinks that the other lawyer thinks that Bill Cosby was not guilty. Interesting duo. I don't know who else. That's just what I read recently. But the impeachment starts next week, I believe. This is not, I don't want this to be really black. Unfortunately, I can't really paint the sky. It's got all those. Another way to do this would be to have paint the sky blue and then go back in later with either Photoshop or white tempera on top of it. So you've got the, I suppose I could paint the sky and then add the white dots later. Let's see here, torch. She's just holding her torch down for a moment. It's bleeding there. That's okay. I'm gonna let that dry for a minute so I can go back and add some shadow. Let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you, Nancy, for the watch you draw. Thanks. Back to sun this week. Oh, good. LA's sunny. I'm happy for you. I love LA. Hi, Brett from LA. I usually visit LA every year at least once because I have relatives there, but also I go to the Academy Awards and live draw it. I just wrote my connection there. Send my stuff. My connection at the Academy Awards to try to see if I can go again this year. They're having the Oscars in April this year. They moved it, and I hope to go. I love to visit LA. I love LA. So, what else can I talk to you about? Waiting for this to dry so I can add some tone, some more. See, it's still kind of wet in there. I think I can't really add darker. Let's just test it. A little bit. I can. Some shadow. It's too wet down there. So one of my favorite things to draw is the Statue of Liberty. Don't want to overdo it. And these are some of my brushes, if you're curious. Brushes and pens. And these are the inks that I use, like Dr. Martin's dyes. What else is in the news? I think that's all I had in my mind. I'll turn this around and say goodbye. Thank you for joining me. Oh, thank you, Buzzword. Buzzword utter. Thank you. It's snow is calming, you know? It can be, as long as you're not trying to get somewhere. I don't do anything in the snow. I don't ski or anything like that. When did I first start to draw? When I was about 7 years old. And then I went to college and I kept drawing, and didn't go to art school, but I taught myself. And after college, I started submitting to the New Yorker and sold within the first few years. Very lucky, very happy to be there. I've been there a long time now. So I guess that's all I have for you today. Not very talkative. It's Monday. Did you have a nice weekend? It's a nice weekend here. Quiet. Things are quiet. Just waiting for this pandemic to end. Wanting to get the vaccine like everybody else. I have to wait my turn. And as soon as I get the vaccine, I'm going to start moving around again. And actually, I might move next week. I might go down to New York next week anyway. We'll see. Wear a couple of masks and be safe. So hope you guys are well wherever you are. Hope your cases there are not so high. I know LA is bad, and I feel badly for you guys. Hello from Dallas. How are things in Dallas? I think they're probably not good, right? Where is it good? Where's the virus good in this country? Any place? You had a long weekend quarantine because I'm exposed. Oh, you were. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you not sick? Are you? Buzzword. Hope not. Well, thanks for joining me, and please take a look at HAPS. It's a great app. It's a new app. It's a startup. It's in beta, and beta, right? Beta. I was going to say beta. It's beta, and they contacted me in early spring last year, and to do some live drawing with them, and I've been with them ever since. It's great, and it's a platform where people from all over the world live broadcast all kinds of things. It started out as journalism, which is what I do, visual journalism. And when we're done with the pandemic, I'll be moving around wherever I am. You'll see me broadcasting. I have done some broadcasts from the city, New York City, which is fun. I think people enjoy that. They like to see neighborhoods in the city, and I'll stop and draw a neighborhood. And I'll do that when we're done with the pandemic and we're in warmer weather. So HAPS is great. They've got broadcasters in Paris. They've got them all over the world, down in parts of Africa and Europe and everywhere. And you can join and get the app on your phone, and you can give people that you appreciate and get them awards while they're broadcasting. You can also subscribe and follow me, and I'll follow you back sometimes. And you can support us by being a sponsor. I've got several sponsors. Pablo's my sponsor. So it's a really interesting place to spend some time. And it's just something new. So enjoy it. And please join us. I will see you tomorrow, same time every week, every day during the week at 6 o'clock on the East Coast. I live draw something in the news. Okay, everybody, take care, wear your masks, and thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. Bye.